What's up, YouTube? It's Christian back with another video or Instagram. But for today, we're gonna be talking about James chapter 5, 1 through 6, and it's pretty much the description of it. It says the rich oppressors will be judged. So that can give you a glimpse of what this chapter is gonna be about, or this 1 through 6 is gonna be about. So to start it says, "Come now, you rich, weep and howl for your miseries that are coming upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver are corded, and their corrosion will be a witness against you, and will eat your flesh like fire. You have heaped up treasure in the last days. Indeed, the wages of the laborers who mowed your fields, which you kept back by fraud, cry out. And the cries of the reapers have reached the ears of the Lord of Sabbath. You have lived on the earth in pleasure and luxury. You have fattened your hearts as in a day of slaughter. You have condemned. You have murdered the just. He does not resist you." So pretty much what I personally get out of this whole verse, and excuse me, I'm finna go probably way off track, or probably gonna go on a rant real quick. Not real quick, but just go on a rant. So if I do, please excuse that. I'm sorry. This is really gets me mad because pretty much it's just talking about how the rich oppress the poor to stay rich. And honestly, that's what they do these days too. It's true. I mean, that's still what they do. That's still what they do now. They still oppress. My bad. I didn't mean to get it that close. They still oppress the poor, and that's how people stay rich, and that's how people have $100 billion. Which that's the part of me that I just don't understand, or that's just the part I don't understand. What in the world do you need $100 billion for? What do you need $400 billion for? And what do you need $1 trillion for? Like, there's no way somebody should be close to being $1 trillion, to having trillions of dollars. Like, what do you need that for? You could, if you really wanted to, you could give a homeless person $1 million and you'll still be rich. I mean, at least you should. If that's not correct, then you can correct me in the comments. But if you give $1 million to a homeless person, every homeless person in America, you should still have plenty of money left. And so it's pretty much in this passage talking about how we should not be like the rich. Because the rich, they're greedy. All they care about is themselves. They don't care about nobody else. You see that now. You see that with Elon Musk. I'm going to just be so real with you. You see that with Elon Musk and Bill Gates. You wonder why they got so much money. It's because all they care about is themselves. All they care about is their friends, and their rich friends. Trump's the same way. He's rich. He is rich. I'm not talking about him being a person. I'm not talking about him being president. I'm just saying he's rich. So he's going to help his other billion-dollar friends out. And that's the only person he cares about is himself. So the fact that people think that rich people care about them, the fact that people think that rich people think that they're humans, no, bro. No, I'm going to tell you this straight up. They don't care about you. They don't like you. And they could care less whether you exist or not. All they want and all they care about is the money and themselves. That's why the Bible is so against rich. It's not even the fact that they're against rich people, but they are against people who only care about money. People who idolize money. And those three people that I just mentioned, that's what they do. That's why they're rich. That's why they're corrupted. That's why they went through bankruptcy. I mean, when you get greedy, you tend to do things that normal people would not do. And you would tend to do things you normally wouldn't do if you wasn't greedy for money. So Just what I want y'all to get out of this whole verse is do not be like those greedy people. Do not be like those rich people. Do not be like that one person in the Bible that Jesus mentioned. That when he said about how he follows all the commandments, how he follows all the commandments, and Jesus told him he follows all but one, and that's to give everything to God, give all his money up, and he walked away because he knew he couldn't do that. Please don't be like that person, please, because that will keep you out of heaven. If you're a greedy person, that will keep you out of heaven. And it starts with something so small, like not giving a homeless person money, or maybe taking $10 for somebody else. It starts with something small, and it just keeps building, and keeps building until it gets out of hand, and until you're lost, into money. You know, you see that with, matter of fact, you see that with YouTubers, you know. You see that with, or just people who gain fame and gain money out of nowhere. And I'm gonna be honest, you seen that with Pretty Boy Fredo, you know, where he let money change him. And you see that with other people where they let money change them. They let fame and money change them. But when you get money and you get fame, if you're the same person, if your identity is through Christ, then you'll be good. You don't have to worry about, you know, whether you're going to be humbled. You don't have to worry about, you know, your money being taken from you, because your identity is through Christ. Your identity is with Christ. It's not with money. You're not idolizing money. You're not putting money before God. You have a relationship with God, and then you have money. I mean, just because you have a relationship with God doesn't mean you're going to be broke. Doesn't mean you're going to be homeless. Doesn't mean you're not going to have a house. And doesn't mean you have to give up your house or your job or your money. But at the same time, you can't idolize money and put money before God and then expect to have a good relationship with Christ. You can't put money and fame and, you know, the riches of the earth before God and then expect to enter his kingdom. You know, that's like, that's like somebody not following your rules, not following the things you command them to follow in your house, and them expecting to be able to live in your house, if that makes sense. But the point of this is to realize that you can have money, you can be rich, you know, you can have all the riches of this earth. But if you put all that before you idolize that, then that's where the problem is. That's where the problem happens. And if you do that, then guess what? God will take that from you. Or he might not take it from you there. But at the end of the day, when you die, you leave all that on earth. You're not taking none of that with you. So that's why you need to strengthen your soul. Strengthen something that you're going to take with you, your soul. By being in his word, by believing in him, and by putting him first. And by having faith in him. That's what gets you into heaven too, is faith. It's not your works. It's not how much people you preach to. It's not how many people you It's not how many people you spread the word. How many people, that you got to turn to Christ. It's your faith through Christ. That's your salvation. That's what gets you there. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope I didn't, rant too much. I hope I didn't say too much. And hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Hope y'all have a good day tomorrow. Good Sunday. Go to church and, just have a good Sunday service. And until next time, my next video might be, I'll probably post before then, but the Friday video is probably going to be me going and preaching at Clemson. I don't know how to say that other word. And I'm going to try to get somebody to record me. And if you watch this and you can record, you're a good camera person, hit me up, because I need somebody for that. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.